Hey everyone, welcome to the Tuesday Top 10 show at the Collective in Altamont Springs. This is episode 32, highlighting the best new comics you're going to want to be buying for the week of February 13th and 14th of 2024. Don't forget to log into your Comic Hub account on February. I didn't change the date of my script. Whoops. Fly by the seat of my pants again here. This week is February 16th after 5 p.m. This is for your last call to confirmed orders FOC and shop coming soon sections. All available items should be visible by that time. Orders for those items are due by midnight on Saturday, 2/17. And that'll guarantee your copy of any open order cover or single issue. If you see an incentive, a 1 in 10, a 1 in 25, a 1 in 50 if you like, that you'd like to order, send us a request via the hub. If the store is going to have that available, we'll set that aside for you. Those quantities are limited and dependent on the book that you're looking for. You can also call the store at 407-637-2843 or 321-295-7091. And that second number is a cell phone, so if you want to text us something, you can. Follow the store on social media at Collective CCG. New social media accounts have been created and info is coming soon. You'll probably find them. They're already out there, but they will be starting to be used soon. And there is also a Discord server, info at the bottom right of the screen. So we're going to get into the news to start with. So this week's news is mostly Marvel. Actually, it's all Marvel all the time. We got the Marvel Stormbreaker Spotlight covers that are going to be coming out in March. We got a Captain America number 7 Stormbreaker cover by Lucas Vernick. Got some Squirrel Girl on there. We got a Avengers number 11 variant by Martin Coccolo. I'm not familiar with who that character is. It says it on there, doesn't it? No, it's just a Stormbreaker. Okay, Avengers number 11. Like that. Is that a new Falcon? Might be. I'm not reading that book right now, so I'm not sure. All right, third one we have. That is the Jan Bazaldua Carnage number 5 variant for Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. We have a Doctor Strange number 13. by Elena Casagrande. You have a Invincible Iron Man 16 by Chris Allen. It's got I don't remember what her name is. Miss Williams there, young Iron Lady, Iron Man lady. You got Miss Marvel on the Miss Marvel Mutant Menace Stormbreakers cover by Federico Vicentini. Haven't seen that artist before. Actually like that one a lot. Nice. And last one for this is She-Hulk, Sensational She-Hulk number 6 variant covered by Nick Klein. Next up, we have Jonathan Hickman is writing a Doom, probably a miniseries. That is art by Sanford Green. And we have some Star Wars Women's History Month covers. The High Republic number 5, Phase 3. That's a Betsy Cola Ahsoka cover. We have a Jander Sema variant for Star Wars 44. Again, these are on sale in March. They should be on FOC fairly soon if they haven't started showing up already, maybe this week. Star Wars Jango Fett number 1 by AKA. Karen Darbo Mace Windu number 2 cover. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi number 6 by Stephanie Hans. 2 more here. We got Thrawn Alliances number 3 by Annie Wu. And we have a Rey cover by Marguerite Sauvage on Darth Vader number 44. And one more news item, the cover for X-Men 97 number 1, the tie-in series to the revival of the 90s animated series has been revealed. That's a variant by Russell Dauterman. Very cool. Definitely be picking that up. All right, let's switch back over here. Jump over to this view. All right, let's go over the honorable mentions for the week. This is The Displaced number 1. This is a 5 or 6 issue Boom miniseries. This is about Oshawa, Ontario has completely vanished without a trace. This is a sci-fi mystery by Ed Brisson, Luca Casalanguida, and D. Kniff, with covers by Luca Casalanguida and D. Kniff, and a variant cover by Declan Shalvey. We have the main cover by Luca Casalanguida and the variant by Declan Shalvey, The Displaced number 1. Finding another place on the list consistently is the Hunger in the Dusk number 6. This is the end of the first arc. The dream of a human and orc alliance is completely dead. This is by G. Willow Wilson with art by Christian Wildgoose. We have covers by Christian Wildgoose, Cliff Chiang, and David Talaski Brown. The Hunger in the Dusk number 6, wrapping up our honorable mentions. All right. Let's pop over to the top 10. We have from DC, we have Sinister Sons number 1. It's a devious duo of the sons of Zod and Sinestro. I imagine that's going to be an interesting miniseries. This is written by longtime Green Lantern and other DC mainstay character writer Peter J. Tomasi. Art by David LaFuente. Color by Tamara Bonvillain. We have a Brad Walker, Andrew Hennessy, and Brad Anderson main cover. We have the Dan Mora Wanted cover. Right there, I like that one. And then the Jamal Campbell action cover. That's the variants for Sinister Sons number 1. Number 9 is an Image book. It's supposed to be a return to a 90s Image character. I don't remember this character, but apparently I don't know if this is supposed to be pretending to be that or if it's actually a 90s Image character. But this is by Joe Casey and Simone Gann. This is Dutch number 1. And this character is an Image super soldier. Colors by Francesco Segala. We have one cover that is by the series artists Simone Gon and Francesca Segala. Dutch number 1. Get a Marvel entry going. We got Night Thrasher number 1. You 90s fans, 90s comic book fans, this one's for you. Terry, this one's your book, right? You're picking this up? Night Thrasher number 1. This is a 90s street level crime fighter is back. This is written by Jason Holtham with art by Nelson Daniel. We have a main cover by Alan Qua. I have a Davy Go action cover with skateboard. We have a painted, looks like a throwback to the 90s card series by Greg and Tim Hildebrandt. We have the Luciano Vecchio, looks like an animated style cover. It's a 97 variant. Ties in probably to the X-Men 97 series. Just the cover series, I mean. We have a Mark Bagley. We have a classic 90s style. And we have an interesting Tradmore. I like that art style. It's very unique. That's Night Thrasher number 1. Book number 8 on the list. All right. Number 7, we're jumping back over to Image. This is the Infernals number 1. Abe Morgenstern is dying. Who will take over his Empire of Evil? So that's kind of like a horror mystery. This is by Ryan Parrott and Noah Gardner with art by John Pearson. We have the main cover by John Pearson. And this looks like a movie homage cover. I'm going to say Scarface looking homage, or Godfather homage, rather. And that's an Alex McCormick cover. I'm not familiar with that artist, so I wasn't sure off the top of my head what it was. Definitely a Godfather homage. The Infernals number 1. All right, we have Dark Horse book coming in at number 6. We have a magazine size entry. This is If You Find This, I'm Already Dead. This is a new series by the creator of Mind Management, Matt Kint, with art by Dan McDade. So if you liked the recent Boom series that he did with Dan Mora and about King Arthur, that's Dan McDade's art. You have colors by Bill Crabtree. You have a Dan McDade cover and a painted cover by, I don't remember the name. Does it actually say? Probably. Brian Hurt, painted cover. Another artist I'm not familiar with, but very nice. If You Find This, I'm Already Dead, number 1. All right. We're at number 5. We have another DC entry. Last week was the 0 issue. This week we have the first issue. This is a weekly series featuring Jason Todd in his new suburb of Gotham called The Hill. And this is written by Sean Martinborough with art by Sanford Green. We have a Sanford Green main cover and a cardstock variant by Tirso Cons. Red Hood, The Hill, number 1. All right, next up, we're going to get a few more entries from Marvel coming in here. We got Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, number 1. This is continuing from the Scarlet Witch series that was, I think, ended in December. So this is a 4-issue miniseries tying up that story and bringing Quicksilver in under the title. At least I think he was in it. I read the last one, number 7 or 8. I have to finish this one up. But this is by Steve Orlando, just like the previous series. Art by Luciano Vecchio. We have the Russell Dowderman main cover. We have the ever-present Scotty Young cover. Those are always great. If you are on the list for Scotties, you will get one. There were plenty. There are a few left. We have a Rose Besh. Very nice Rose Besh cover. We have an Insignia cover. The Scarlet Witch Insignia. We have a 90s Avengers book throwback variant, the 97 variant. Which was not on my list. Several things came in that were not on the source that I used to pull this information for. Oh, fantastic. Nolan Woodard. Nolan Woodard, 90s throwback. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver #1. And we have a very nice foil. I love these foils. Marvel's been doing some great foil covers. Again, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver #1 of 4. Right, #3, we have very limited copies on this. This is Ultimate Spider-Man #1, second printing. The first printing sold pretty close to, if not over, 250,000 copies. It completely sold out in the store. There are very few of these available. It is one per customer. So if you missed the best Spider-Man story in the past 20 years, the first time it came out, this is probably your last chance to get one before the trade. This is by Jonathan Hickman with art by Marco Cicchetto and colors by Matt Wilson. And this cover is by R.B. Silva, Ultimate Spider-Man #1. All right. The #2 book is the book I've been looking forward to for quite a while. This is the continuation of the Resistance universe by J. Michael Straczynski and Mike Choi. This is a new story set in that universe. We have interior art by Mike Choi, and cover 1 is Mike Choi. This is You and I #1. We have a Mike Deodato Jr. cover and a storybook presentation looking cover. I like that. That is also by series artist Mike Choi. I just want to flip through this a second because the art in this is ridiculously good. It looks like it's straight. I mean, it is just completely classic manga, anime style art. And this is very great art. Worth picking up just for the art alone, but I'm sure the story will be good. This is You and I #1 of 6. And the final book for this week is Blue Book 1947 #1. This is a continuing series of true accounts, eyewitness accounts of UFO abductions based on the stories that people told. Whether or not you believe they're true or not is up to you. But the people that told these stories do believe they're true, and this is a retelling of some of those by James Tynion IV with art by Michael A. Van Oming. We have the main cover by Michael A. Van Oming. We have a Fabio Moon cover. We have the Mike Allred, Cully Hamner, Alien Autopsy, and we have a very wild David Mack, looks like a watercolor or colored pencil style art cover. That is Blue Book 1947 #1. This was pretty heavy indie top 10 this week. We'll see how that goes next week. Looks like it's going to be a lot of Marvel and DC next week. That's all I have for you. We may or may not have an FOC show. We're still working on that format for Saturday. So keep an eye on the channel. See what we do. Don't forget to put in your orders on Friday. And that's all I have for you this week. Have a great one, everyone.